poppin' world?
Hello.
And welcome to the first
Hey.
episode of Sunday Sessions. My name is Marshall. This is Matt, aka The Hospitality.
What's
this
up?
is the brother you love to hate site, my brother Dexter.
Heyo.
On the boards, we got my brother Mercy. We got Josh engineering over here as well. And Gerde behind the camera and some homies just in the cuts. This is our first try at a podcast that we know is going to be influential and heard around the world because, frankly, in 2021, this type of opinion, this type of demographic is needed. And what we promise to y'all is not that we're not going to hurt your feelings. We do not promise that you're always going to agree with us, but we do promise to keep it 100% real. You promise that?
100.
Shake on it. Shake on it. 100% real?
100.
You gonna keep it 100% real?
You're gonna learn like
Air
15
shake?
minutes.
Air shake.
I don't know
Air
how
shake?
to. I
I
don't know
got
how
you
to lie.
97%.
You know what I'm saying? So look, if
97 for you.
okay, so you got 97%?
Yeah,
Oh, that's good.
That three's like barely there.
Bro, that's right where we want you. Okay, so check this out, y'all. Anything we say here is not meant to offend. It's not meant to ruffle any feathers. It's meant to either inspire or it's just our honest to God opinion. So if you got a problem with it, either improve or I don't even know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? It's no problem over here. It's
Take it
nothing
up with
but
the
love
therapist.
around here. You feel me? So
Facts.
yeah, we're working hard to try to bring y'all something new. Make sure you like, subscribe, all of that. You know, you tap in on Twitch. This is the Sunday session, and let's get it popping. Episode 1. So first and foremost, boys. 2020. How'd it go for you? How you feeling? Was it everything you dreamed of? Because it was...
You know, as far as like things you did during 2020, I did some pretty cool things.
You had a pretty good 2020. I feel like we should almost take ourselves out of it. How was your 2020 as a regular civilian?
I mean, my 2020.
What do you mean he's a civilian?
He's not wrong, bro. Regular average Joe. My 2020 was good, but if you look at 2020 as a whole, I mean, we started off January with what Australia had fire, World War III almost happened. February, we're joking about this weird virus, and
Hey, that went from a joke to not a
Yeah,
joke. That went from a joke to depression real fast.
real fast.
It was very quickly too soon.
100%. And then you got Murder Wasp coming through. Is wild year, man. Wild year.
Okay, so we can agree 2020 had some ups. It had some downs.
That sounds like an average year then.
Kinda. But we learned a lot, and I feel like it made us as a society, you know, like our parents' society is always saying like, y'all are just so soft. You have never gone through anything. That's why you're just a bunch of millennials, done everything for you. Okay, now
That's cap.
I don't want to hear over
Cap.
your cap.
First of all, ain't nobody done shit for me. Cap City.
It's big cap, but now it's like exposes cap. Like, yo, seriously? We all been through some collective stuff. So 2021 adds a fresh chapter to us. So I feel like it's only right on episode 1 that we go through it and we make our 2021 predictions. So on 2022, when we do this a year from now, I can laugh at how wrong y'all are and just, you know what I'm saying, be hyped about how right I was.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Lakers are winning the NBA Finals again. Just throw that out there.
Oh, hot take, buddy. Oh,
We're done. It's a wrap. Bron's getting ring
okay.
number
You're going
5.
out on a limb, bro. That's
Hot
crazy.
take,
No
dude.
conversation's over.
Okay, no, what I really want to know is, Ooh. Hey, if y'all have any sound noises, like sound effects that we need, you know, we're all learning and growing here, so make sure you tap in with us. So number 1, my question is, we got a big inauguration and whatnot coming up, 2021.
Maybe.
He jumped the gun on you.
Who is our president?
Oh, God.
And on January 22nd, we drop real news. Who's our president? If you had to pick right now, I'm gonna start with you, Matt. You know what I'm saying? You wise, brother. You the drummer. You're the most zen dude I know, almost. Who's our president?
For sake of the fact that nobody knows and anything's possible, I'm gonna just go out there with one of my, you know, exotic, eccentric ideas.
Already starting with this bullshit, bro.
I think that President Trump is gonna show people that I tried to give you more money. Our government isn't taking this seriously. Our country is not locking down. We've become an embarrassment around the world.
Martial law.
Clearly, we're not in a state of running as a union. I declare martial law, and he's going to maintain the presidency.
For how long? How long does he have it? There, you heard it. Brr, 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 brr. You heard it here first. We don't have the brr, brr, brr programmed yet, but you heard it here. You heard it here first, okay? So how long does he last? Because it's gonna be like a chop situation, right? He's gonna barricade himself.
It's gonna be exactly
get some
like
mutual
that.
aid coming in. Get the legal observers on site.
Bro, until we the people decide to stand up as a people.
What? Oh, so you're expecting that this thing about to get crazy in the next
Crazy.
3 weeks? Okay, that's super stressful.
For real.
I hope that's not the case.
For real.
Dexter, bro, what you got?
So I think Biden's gonna take office for sure. Don't get me wrong. So if anybody's actually following what's happening right now, Trump is trying to get
I'm not.
the electoral college, the people who actually choose, the president. We make a vote. The electoral college actually picks it.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to run through some stuff to have the people in, I think, like Georgia electoral college votes not count.
So, okay, I've heard a lot of hoopla about this electoral college stuff.
Yeah.
Right? So basically they're attacking us at our weakest link. Because I've heard a bunch of people say already, let's do away with the electoral college for years now.
Yeah.
So now what's going I don't like what part of it do we know? I mean,
This is like what he's saying about, possibly going on martial law. This is what he's trying to do. He's trying to cause a ruckus and be like, oh, there's a problem. Something needs to be done. There's an release today at 12 o'clock. He had an hour-long phone conversation with the Georgia, I think it was either their governor or
and he told him, find the votes.
Yeah, fine. He said literally find the votes. Half of it was just random parade of Trump sounding like an idiot. So, I mean,
Find the vote.
like, come on, bro.
The votes?
What? Like, no.
Like they lost them? Like they fell off a truck or something? Like somebody didn't check in?
Has
And
anybody seen my votes?
so it was the Georgia. It is the GOP party, but he even said there's no basis for this. Like, even if he tries to hold on his own part, you're just looking bad. But the stuff that's happened with the Electoral College is actually backed by the Senate majority GOP.
Oh, yeah.
They are the party trying to stop that from happening or start the Electoral College pulled back. So it's
Hey, my guy might set up the little chop in there, bro.
Bro, I
AOC gonna be
also
throwing
talked to
rocks.
I also talked to one of my other homies, and he said that Trump's trying to gear up to come back in 2024.
Is he allowed to run again?
Yeah,
If he
you're
didn't
allowed
win,
to.
Again, what
allowed-
a lot of people are scared of is that an actually competent person with the ideals of a Trump is going to come along in 2024 and actually win. And there's some really, really bad history to that, like Germany.
Oh. Anytime you say Germany, everyone in the room says, uh-oh.
that one wasn't so hot.
Oh, God.
That's what a lot of people are. There's no way he actually gets in because he would need the Defense Department to agree with him for him to stage some sort of coup. And they're like, yeah, cool, dude.
This is the perfect segue. Kanye West, we need you more than ever, bud. I tried to put on for you this year. It didn't happen. Kanye, we need you now to snap out of it more than ever, buddy. Get out.
Doesn't he have enough
Get
on his
out. No, get out, bro. We need you, Kanye. Come on. Okay, if it's not Kanye, could it be Drake? If Drake
He's
loses
Canadian
this music
citizen, dude.
election, if he,
Yeah, he's
he
Canadian.
can.
Canadian, bro. It's Cap.
I'm tired of these
Yeah.
rules, bro.
No, bro.
Drake. I'll take the
Yo,
Rock.
The Rock.
Conway
That's
the
what I was
Machine?
gonna say. The Rock, bro.
we got
The
him.
Rock, 100%,
Bro,
my man.
The Rock
Let's
would
go.
for sure win. He just came out as the world's most likable guy.
Yeah, The Rock, bro. Run it up.
Okay, Rock Kanye, 2024, baby. Wait, no, he needs someone a little more likable.
Man, how come everybody's talking all this trash about Bernie gonna die and gonna make it? Bernie the only one out here still fighting the fight.
Yo, dude, the GOP was like, the Senate was like, hey, we're going home for New Year's, and Bernie was like,
Bernie's
no,
like, no,
I'm
we're
gonna
getting
block-
money
he
to the
said,
people.
I'm blocking you. We're getting money to the people. We're staying here working.
I'd be
Bernie's my
worried
man.
about his old house. I think it's every time he raises his finger, I'm like, that might be his last
might
finger
be it.
raise.
Yo, the statue of Bernie definitely got to have the finger up.
100%.
Okay, wait, look. So just so we're on the record, you think martial law is occurring? We're gonna eventually dethrone a chopped-in President Trump, and then from there, Biden will go in office, or a new party are we bestowed within the new?
Ready Ron Beats says Samuel L. Jackson for president.
Dude,
I'm tired of these
Dude.
snakes in this.
I'd vote.
Government.
If his
I'm with Ready
inaugural-
Ron on that
I'm
one.
with Ready Ron.
You will vote for me? Ain't you seen my movies?
It'll get you drunk.
Quick question, just to run it back. Actual serious note for like 2.5 seconds. So if you look at all of the past presidential whatevers as they come up, the new incoming president typically takes the blame for the old party's faults, as Trump did with Obama. He's like, I did so much for Black America. It's never had such a high unemployment rate. Yo, Obama did that, guy. You just hopped in and like you literally had to do nothing. It was like a free throw that you were like underneath the hoop. So what's happening though with COVID, unfortunately, which is gonna suck for Joe Biden, but he's going to come into an economy that's facing some serious issues. And if this does go bad in 4 years, when it's time to get the votes again, instantaneously, the vast majority of America is going to think, oh, dude, back whenever the Republicans were in office, everything was so great. Wah.
What people be doing when they be talking about politics? Hey, when that certified lover boy dropping, boy? When Drake dropping, dog? Nobody care about that politics stuff. It only affects our whole life. Is Drake gonna still be the champ, or is Little Baby officially taking over? That's the next take I need, boys.
Marshall says no more serious.
I'm like, bro, who cares about this politics mumbo jumbo, buddy?
You're not wrong.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking for the rest of the audience watching right now. No one cares about that. Everyone cares about if Drake is gonna stay on top or not, bro. I want to hear it from you because for me, I'm seeing the haircut, I'm seeing the antics, I'm seeing the behind-the-scenes stuff, him pushing Charlemagne, him pushing academics to get involved and to speak. You know, I can see how he's playing it. I feel like this might, like Drake is feeling like it's do or die. Like if this one don't go, then it's officially someone else's turn with the championship.
My man has a residency in Vegas. What is you talking about?
So does Celine Dion, but she's not better than Ariana
So
Grande right now.
So does Carrot Top, my guy. Like,
Don't ever disrespect the GOAT like that, bro.
The residency don't mean anything now. This isn't 1990. Like, bro.
I thought that's where you went to retire as a
I
musician.
thought that's where you go to get $1 million.
He's already retired.
Well, no. So here's the thing with Drake, though. So Drake's on his last album under Young Money or whatever. And all those masters Lil Wayne sold, him and What's-Her-Face. So now I think...
a portion of them or something of that general. But
yeah, he doesn't own his masters. So now after this, if he goes solo and does everything on his own, it's gonna break the music game. It's gonna break it, literally. Imagine him turning into Russ.
Drake don't strike me as the solo. They don't strike me as that. I think he's gotten comfortable to having the industry working for him.
Bro, I think he's learned how much money Baby made off him, and he's gonna go do the same thing with OVO, bro. It's a money game. You make good money as an artist. You make great money as the guy who signs the check that pays these artists that make great money.
Let me see what you smoking, bro, because you on something, bro.
Facts.
That boy's speaking. So okay, so
wait,
wait,
he's got the residency in Vegas, so he can retire. Anybody who wants to see him keeps his legacy alive. Okay, and then he has free reign to go. So
you think he's officially making the mogul switch? He's going to Jay-Z. He's going to mogul.
I think he's going over the top.
Okay, so who holds the crown right now?
I still think he's retired. Still think he's still got it.
Who's on top right? Oh yeah, I forgot. You don't. Come on,
my job just peek in here
real
quick, bro.
You got a union job. You got benefits.
Dogger.
We said you were an average Joe, but you're also the only one with health insurance.
Yeah,
I have health insurance, but Obama plugged. Shout out my brother Obama. You know what I'm saying? Come on. That Apple Care be hitting. Boy, I put him on the COVID test. Yeah. Oh, before we go, you know what I'm saying? It took all of us had to get COVID tested to come in this room. So I just want to say thank you for going through that strenuous process, getting your brain itched and whatnot.
Bro, they got the new oral one now.
I know, but the one I pulled up to with the Obamacare, they definitely still rub up on your brain, bro. The Obamacare one, you know what I'm saying? So,
not the vibes.
Y'all be serious with this. Take this COVID thing seriously and whatnot, man.
Wash your hands,
we gonna get to that. Now, so before you mention it, you already got the Lakers. I think we all got the Lakers in a runoff this year.
Brooklyn does. You got a shot. You know.
Yeah, I mean,
if James Harden stays in Houston and they really play, and James, I mean, he's already 15 pounds overweight, scoring 44 games. So
going to strip clubs without a mask,
bro.
Come on, yo. My man.
It's gonna be the Knicks this year, I swear.
Oh my god.
Wait, did you just say the
boy's been delusional for years?
Dog.
No, this is the year, I swear.
Oh, this is the time.
He hit that too? Or
I'm
what?
from New York. Yeah.
That's that real fan love, bro. Like, yo, this could be our year,
Yeah,
bro.
That's like me saying the Raiders are gonna win it next year, bro. Come on, dog. Like,
Oh, dude, yeah.
Is Steph
Bro,
Curry
they're in
soft?
Vegas.
Hey, is Steph Curry soft? Because he's starting to say some stuff to the media and stuff. Before I used to always defend him. Is he
He's
kinda
just
like,
little, dude.
bro? Is he kind of like soft and sensitive, or am I just tripping?
oh, definitely, 100%. Oh, dude, you.
But I mean, obviously he's a GOAT, dog. He's a top 10 player in the league, if not top
History,
5. I think he thinks he's top
top 10.
5. To me, everyone else is putting him top 10 and like bubbling him, and he's like, instead of playing through it, he's kind of like, hold up. Y'all know who I am. You know what I'm saying? You know what I've been through. I beat the GOAT. Because you see what he said the other day.
Yeah.
He said, all my championships came against the greatest player that y'all call the GOAT. So what does that say about me? I'm like, bro, you're reaching, bro.
with your
Says
stack,
you had
with
a
your
really
stack
expensive
team. Stack
team.
squad, bro.
It
Get
says
out
you
of
got a
here.
really expensive
That
team.
boy said,
It's,
hey, do we have special effects yet? Boy, come on.
Yo, that's some crickets, bro.
You're reaching. So, but anybody strong besides the Nets, anybody Lakers, like
I mean, if Paul George could like not choke, like
enough.
that'd be sick. I mean,
Enough.
you might have a shot, you know.
It's
I
not
mean, LA is
happening.
divided. Like, go down to LA, I guarantee you. Yo,
Hey, I am a basketball coach, bro. So when he pulled out weak ass stuff talking about his coach when he scored 13 points, I said, okay, bro, you lost me on that one. Okay, are there any other sport? Wait, okay.
Yo, does my guy J.R. Smith just like? Is he just a monster in practice? Is that what it is? Because he's
No,
always
he's good
out here.
vibes. He's good vibes. How many people you know that just got around from having good vibes, dog? He's one of them dudes.
for
like,
real. Every time it comes
not
down
really
to the
talented,
like
but
Captain Clutch
he's
moments, he just
Like,
is the exact opposite of like a good player. You just what are you doing?
you're like, dude,
bro,
all season long you did great. Now you're going
Oh,
run
actually,
the other
y'all,
way.
I forgot where he ranks, but it might be high on 3-pointers ever made in the playoffs. Like, I guarantee you he's at least in the
shit.
top 10. Like, he's not as weak as we think. He doesn't perform as badly as we think he does.
No,
It's
I
just-
said that's what I just
Yeah.
said. He's like probably the meanest in practice. Like he's just
No, I think
a
he's a
savage
good vibe.
all the way through, and then just like I don't know, get
To-
too high before
has some
championship
super high
games.
profile
I don't know
Yeah,
what the
yeah,
hell.
exactly.
Some, like a bunch of game winners.
Everyone
too.
remembers his misses and not his hits. That's messed up. But
like,
It is messed up because Jordan had way more misses than hits, and everybody remembers when that nigga hit that one.
Yeah.
no, are you just compared Michael Jordan
I mean,
to
hey,
JR?
gotta wipe the
Don't know
floor
which
down.
basket
Hey,
is mine.
Did you
Smith.
just say he was the top
Yes,
10
those are
3
stats.
points?
Those are stats. Those
Okay,
are stats. Okay, but look.
has J.R. Smith ever got wiped out the first round of playoffs? Talk about it.
But he, wow.
What Jordan do it 4 times? I lost count after a
I
while.
know. I'm not standing for this
Lost
blasphemy. on the
cup
first
counts.
episode.
That's LeBron?
I'm not standing
No,
for
I
this
forgot.
blasphemy. Okay.
That's another
And
conversation for another day.
he looked like the type of dude that will roll the blunt, not ask for no help from you.
I mean, we
pass
already know
it
that
to you,
part.
and have the Henny on deck, and know where the party's at, and know where the you know
He's
what I'm
the
saying.
OD.
Yeah, he's low-key the Pluggertons. That's why J.R. Smith keeps getting contracts. He's the Pluggertons. But enough about J.R. Okay, who you got on it in the NFL besides obviously the Hawks?
The Hawks,
I got
bro.
the
What are you
Hawks.
talking about?
I got
Hawks
Hawks.
is going
That's
the
easy as the
distance.
Lakers. We see what's going on. The Raiders. The Raiders are taking it this year, bro.
Seahawks are cool, bro. I mean, we played our final game. I had to wear my jersey in respect for it. That's why we got it
The
on.
Raiders. Who said that? Chris Berman.
Yo, but honestly, bro, the Seahawks are actually kind of playing like trash right now. Let's be
The
real. If
Raiders.
anybody watched the game against the 49ers, I didn't really keep too close of tabs on it.
I couldn't
They
tell
look
if we
like
won
trash.
or lost, bro. I'm all
Barely
confused.
won.
Confused.
Barely won.
Okay.
Bro, you think
Who will
Mahomes?
win?
Mahomes
Who will win?
Dude, and I hate the
Mahomes.
Chiefs. I hate them with a burning passion.
Boy, you a Raiders fan and
Exactly.
just
They're-
predicted
but
the Chiefs.
who are they? Who's gonna beat them right now? The Seahawks with how they played, they don't stand a chance.
Watch the room. Watch the room. See.
Hawks.
Trash.
Yeah, that was a little
Bro,
tough, boys. Dude. I'm not gonna, okay, hey, that's
The
$3.
Niners-
You gotta dock them $3.
The Niners
for
are
their
down
50.
80 players on their season. You know how much footage there was of the guys playing football today? 0. You know that
It shouldn't matter about
two
the
people,
footage,
two
G.
people
The
had
same
no,
offense.
that's a two
D
people had
coordinator
never
take right
set
there.
foot on an NFL field before today
Yeah.
And-
on the team.
Okay.
How
then
we scout you?
What are you talking
How we
about?
scout you? You got a fresh
Bro,
start.
you still run the same offense. You still run the same defense. If you guys played football,
and we got the dub
by a hair. George Kittle missed like a wide open pass in the end zone, if I'm correct.
Well,
there's
dropped
missed wide open passes all the time. What are you talking about?
Hey.
All that matters is the points on the board.
We leaving that negativity in 2020. You dig? Is the Hawks going? Okay, the Hawks.
Last time we won the Super Bowl, I believe there was a very unbeatable offense being run by Peyton Manning that we made look stupid. Quickly in the Super Bowl, so it's still entirely possible at any day that somebody could beat the Chiefs, but they're nice.
Dude, honestly, the NFC,
can't hold you on that.
The NFC. I mean, who else is going to beat them right now? I mean, I do think they have a pretty clear shot.
Saints are all sick. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's sleeping on the Packers.
The Packers, if I'm correct, still had a shot at the 1 week bye. Am I wrong? I can't remember. They got it?
He's really good in the commercials.
Yo, these quarterbacks are starting to get old, bro. And they're performing.
Dalton got his hand stepped on today, still played.
Tom Brady?
Here you go.
Talk about age, bro?
That's the J.R. Smith of who I'm talking about. You feel me? Don't talk about
the Rooster.
I'm talking about Aaron Rodgers, talking about Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton.
We already settled that conversation. I was just going down the list of all the teams.
Oh, man. I'm just letting you know,
I know,
bro.
when
I'm bringing up GOATs, don't bring up Andy Dalton.
I'm
talking about...
I thought you were talking about quarterback.
Hey, them red-haired quarterbacks are trying.
He's not a quarterback, bro.
You literally said the quarterback.
He's a journeyman. Do not bring a journeyman when I'm talking about GOATs, bro. Okay, look.
Being in Cincinnati is not fun or easy, so you gotta give it to me.
Have you ever been to Cincinnati?
Yeah.
No, me neither. You have? Okay.
Dalton's still playing?
I just assumed.
Of course he has.
Of course. Oh, you're on tour, yeah?
Yeah.
Forgive Dirty.
I got out of there as quick as I could.
Oh, wait, you're from Cincinnati?
No.
They got paninis over there. I heard they got a
evening
panini.
There.
What's a Cincinnatian accent sound like?
Trash.
I was just going to say trash.
That was the cricket button right there.
Said that.
Crickets.
I didn't say that.
Yo.
Oh, you got a cricket button? We're up,
Okay.
boy.
Okay. So from football though, so we got basketball, football, and in total, sports right now are on a low on views. What else is there?
Like, is there any other sport that you're like, okay, I'm tapping in?
I just saw that there's like cheese wheel racing. Like you roll.
Here we go again.
The cheese wheel race.
That's a real thing.
Yo, you gotta.
That's the Andy Dalton of sports. It's the J.R. Smith.
You
of
just
sports.
asked if there was any more. That's literally what you asked for.
It's
some boxing.
It's a thing. Hey, boxing. Let's go to that subject.
Coming back.
I wouldn't. So the crazy thing about boxing is it's been better. There's some really good young talent out there. Like boxing is alive right now, but all the headlines are going to all these major celebrity fights. So you just had the Tyson and.
That was entertaining. I'm not gonna lie. That fight was entertaining.
100%.
Okay, and then we can skip over the other one.
Oh, you don't want to go.
We can skip over that.
Oh,
Thank
buddy.
you, Marshall. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I don't talk about my idols getting knocked, bro.
Okay.
Out of respect, bro.
But
the
the two brothers got another fight, or one of them has a fight coming up.
They're talking trash to themselves.
Logan Paul's got a fight.
Yeah.
How do we think this goes
Fighting
down?
Floyd Money Mayweather?
The best defensive fighter of all time.
But he weighs
in my
what right
opinion.
now? Like 160, something like that.
Yeah.
And he's fighting a person that weighs 200 pounds.
Yeah. So I think
63 years
I think
old.
there's gonna be
Yeah,
a
he's old.
handicap on weight. Is my guess. I don't see them fighting at the same weight unless.
Of course not. They can't.
Yeah. I don't see how that's gonna work out. But so I don't know if you guys I don't know if you guys are into fighting. So Joe Rogan had a podcast talking.
I heard he's a
about Logan
Republican old Trump boy.
He was for Bernie. He wanted Bernie to win. He was a Bernie fan.
I get some misinformation. Everybody
was
feels
like,
yo, Trump.
He was
boy.
like, bro.
He was just on Raz's head and said some weird stuff.
Oh, that's why we're not rocking with it.
But moving on from the whole of the politics.
Sorry, Joe.
So he saw Logan Paul spar, and Joe Rogan knows fights. You can talk all you want about Paul. He knows how to fight, and he knows all about fighting. He saw Logan Paul spar, and he's like, yo, this kid's got something. If he gets a lucky hit, Mayweather, he's out. He's old.
I mean, if anybody gets a lucky hit, it's boxing, right?
That's what Mike Tyson said too.
You're taking in two completely different sizes of fighters now.
Bro, he's fought 3 people. What are people talking
Showed
about?
power there.
He's got talent, you know.
Yeah,
Let me see.
You got it, man. Just
Let's see if he's knocking people. I'm gonna pull it up. He pulled up with the Bane mask. First off, that's a corny move. That was prior to mask. He pulled up with the Bane mask.
Bro,
You
when
think that's hard?
anyone in boxing comes
looked
out with
kinda
anything
big.
actually hard nowadays, you got people coming out with whole suits.
Yeah, that's fair. It's like almost anything anybody does, somebody's gonna say is corny. It's like you can't win.
Bro, they're
in
entertainers now.
Wow, he just came out in his regular boxing
They
stuff.
have headgear.
Oh, corny.
Hey, if they have headgear, that is corny. You can't say headgear is corny. On a scale of 1 to Steph Curry, how corny is headgear?
Oh, bro, that's worse. I didn't even know they came out in headgear, bro. I don't think I saw it.
Hey, he does have some snap to him.
He landing haymakers, bro.
And he lost
Wait,
that
who's
fight
this
because of a
dude he fought, bro? 'Cause he
technicality.
does have
Is a YouTuber. It's like
Oh, no,
TKO
he's
or some
flat.
shit.
His feet were super flat. You're not gonna ever hit Floyd Money Mayweather like that.
Yeah, the
You
best
think
defensive fighter
Mayweather's
of all
just gonna
time.
dodge and punch him in the face?
Have you
over
seen
and
any
over?
Mayweather's
I know
fights?
exactly,
Yeah,
bro.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Literally,
That's what's gonna happen
the whole time.
the entire fight is gonna be him just dancing around him. Wait until he's tired out, get the money's worth, get all those rounds out, and then come out.
How
and get
long are
him
the
with
rounds? Because the other
I don't know,
ones were
but
2
you
minutes.
fucking watch where Floyd puts his money.
Bro,
He said, "I'm gonna knock this thing out in the first round."
Bro, I guarantee there's probably a stipulation in the contract for how many rounds they go. They make more money. I guarantee you, Floyd runs it out. We can I'll throw a bet on it. Guaranteed he runs it out past 5.
Because he's having fun with him.
Hey,
No,
look
because
at the Conor McGregor.
Look at $100 million if I go 5 rounds,
look
and
at
50
Conor.
million if I go 3. We going 5.
You think?
Yeah, 100%. Look at Conor
Oh, you think
McGregor.
there's money in the? Because
He'll
it's
stretch
all
the fight.
at this point. It's
100%.
all entertainment.
Yeah, there's money in how many rounds you go. If I'm correct.
upset.
So Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor, yes, he is
Ooh.
super accurate on the
Ooh.
defense. He can duck, dive, dip, dodge,
Hold
duck,
on.
dive.
I don't know who
Dodge.
he's fighting
Dodge.
here. I don't know who this dude's fighting here. But this dude is throwing some hard punches. If he catches Floyd, who's gonna be
He's got the
150 pounds, that's like Matt if you cocked up and just punched Mercy in his face out of nowhere. You don't
Exactly.
think you could get Mercy on a knock, on a technicality?
He never hit me.
That's all it takes is one.
So, okay, here we go in a boxing match, an appointed boxing match. Who would win, Mercy or Matt the Hospitality?
Me.
Oh,
That's not even a question, dude.
It's not a chance.
Brr, brr, brr,
dude.
brr. Hold on, let me get my Don King on.
How many years
You
did
never
you spend
seen him.
boxing?
They're the suckers. They're the jivers.
Like
You gonna see him in the
4.
ring.
Oh, okay,
Go
yeah,
ahead
you
and
might
do it
get me.
twice. The most insatiable battles you ever seen between 2 musicians on the Seattle music scene. Mercy Lewis versus the Hospitality coming to you live October 2021.
What am I gonna do? Jump to hit him in the face?
That's what I'm saying. Mercy's
Yeah.
kind of
What are you
crazy.
talking about? That's the same thing Logan Paul got to do.
I'm
with,
not doubting Mercy's heart. He's crazy, bro. You always got to factor in crazy.
Oh,
But
he's
like,
a tough out.
I'm telling you that I got the reach, bro. By the time he's in there, I'm
Hey,
not
I
missing.
seen his
I'm
hook.
quick. I'm quick. My hands
I
is quick,
seen
bro.
his
My
shit.
drumming hands is quick, bro.
Hey, I
They're
seen
not-
that shit.
Facts.
Yeah.
We didn't even put the drumming
All
into
right, well, if we're
consideration.
kickboxing, I'm
That's
taking-
fair. That's fair. Okay, wait. Are there any? Okay, so you
all, that's
got
all.
martial arts. Do we care about anything like? Do we care? do we care about baseball? Do we care about?
Hey,
soccer?
shout out Sue Bird.
Obviously,
She won
we
just as
understand
many.
basketball.
She
Yeah.
won just as many rings as LeBron.
Hey, y'all already know how I feel.
WNBA?
Yes.
Ooh, God. You guys see that meme right now?
Boy, it's over. I'm gonna
WNBA?
stop it right now. Boy, hey, if
I
you,
love
hey,
and respect
I figured
that.
nobody wanted to
hey,
talk that.
You're
I
talking.
figured nobody wanted
You're
to talk
talking about Nate Robb disrespect. Nah, hey, if you might get, I'll get a new co-host in this mug from left to right.
saying,
Boy,
bro.
you don't see this thing on the. No, man.
That's
No,
why
man,
I
we
pull
don't.
that. Pull
Hey,
back, bro. Pull back. Pull back.
Here's the funniest thing
Oh,
I will.
Jared, what's up, guy?
One of the funniest things I'll ever tell you, bro, is that I've been me as a person that could beat you so viciously in basketball
100%, I can't dribble.
without. Yeah, okay, so let me tell you something. I have played against Sue Bird, Breonna Stewart, Alicia Clark, Jewel Lloyd, like Sammy Whitcomb. Come on, bro. I played against
Oh,
them.
guaranteed they could ball.
Bro, they're better than me.
Not taking
And I
anything
am
away.
way better than 99% of men that live on this planet.
Factual. With it.
So
No
it's
cap.
just like the way that people joke about it, bruh. It has me like ready to see people over it, bruh. Because I'll see people over my own hoop game.
Facts.
And these
Wait, your
people are
jumper's
better
held
than me as humans. No one believes that. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. Once I got comfortable, so I was like a practice player and like a little pseudo trainer when I could help out for the Storms. You know, I told you I'm a basketball coach. So I'll tell you this. Once I did get comfortable and I got my legs underneath me, they'll tell you I was out there, whoosh, bro. I got used to the small basketball. I was sending
Wait,
it from
is their basketball smaller?
Yes.
Oh, I know.
Their hands are smaller. What
Bro,
are you
I don't
talking
know.
about?
I know nothing about. Dude, I literally can't dribble with my left hand. I play defense. and
Okay,
even
then why
it's a
are you
fouling
talking?
defense.
It's always dudes like this that got something to say about the WNBA.
Bro,
It's
I'm
always
here
dudes.
to run
Oh, I
my
suck at
mouth.
basketball. But okay, fair enough.
Just for
Fair enough.
future podcasts, I have absolutely zero athletic ability. I can't do anything good athletic wise. Like I'm just It's
You
not.
look
It's
like a linebacker.
not. It's not for me, Chief. I can play video games like a motherfucker, but that's about it, bro. That's where we end it.
I didn't know that about you.
Throwing it out.
Bro, I was your friend and invited you on here before that. Now that I know
Yo, hey, we got an athletic brother
Hey,
in the
now
room. We
that I
should.
know-
I'm bringing the hook.
Bro, I just thought like at least if we got in a fight or something, you know, like
I played
knocked.
linebacker just because I could hit people. I couldn't
Okay.
catch the ball. I had alligator hands. I'd be
So
like,
I wasn't
"Clap."
wrong. You at least will thrust some weight. You're not
Yeah,
like
100% off top. I'm
Okay.
just
Okay. All right, we're gonna move on and we're gonna plan a whole episode. You know what? I'm just gonna call some of my homegirls. I'm gonna have them either. You gotta play against them first, just so you put their proper respect on
put
their
it up.
name.
Put it on the tube, bro. They're
Okay,
gonna ball me
let
up.
me get my Don King shit on, bro. Okay, coming at you, the boy Dexter, the point Dexter, versus your favorite Seattle goat, Sue Bird, October 2021. You seen it first. Boo, 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 boo. What else do we have?
Just
A
wait
Griselda
till
ad-lib
we
yet
get
or
that
no?
sound effect, bro. It's
Do
gonna
we have
hit.
a
Yeah, we
Griselda?
definitely need more sound
I got
effects.
like a
dude.
close one. Like that.
Close. It's
That's
close.
not
It's
bad.
close.
That's not bad.
We gotta get the
That's
plum, plum,
Okay,
plum.
okay. Look.
Let's move on
We
from
got all our predictions. We
2021.
got everything. Okay, so here's the deal. COVID, as we mentioned before we got in this podcast, that's why we're doing it on the 3rd. All of us took our due diligence to go and make sure we're safe.
Oh yeah, thing got
Go to
stuck on my
make sure
nose.
that
Right?
we're in a space where we are not infecting each other with COVID.
Exactly.
And so once we did that, that's why we came here. I felt comfortable sitting next to you, talking to you, sharing a potential joint with you, this, and that, because we're safe.
I don't know about that.
Now, that being said, because we're safe at the moment, but we could at any moment also catch this dangerous disease.
Especially after 10 o'clock.
Especially after 10
Bro,
o'clock,
it
12
becomes,
o'clock.
according to Inslee, it
very
becomes
dangerous.
vicious.
So, therefore, when the vaccine becomes available on the 3rd or 4th round, when regular civilians like us that can't stay out past 10 and not spread this
I
disease,
know where you're going with it.
are you going to get the vaccine? Dexter,
So we're not
I will
supposed to
start.
swear.
I will start with you. There's only one. There's a couple words. There's one word.
Okay,
that's
that
in your-
that word's not coming out, but you beep this out whenever you want. But a hard fuck no for me, bud. For some reasoning. So
What you got? Polio too? Then
okay,
you
no.
get the-
Polio. No. Let's bring up
Can't even
polio.
get
Let's
the
bring up
polio
polio. Let's bring up
vaccine then
polio.
either,
Polio. So
What you
I don't know.
mean,
I don't know
bro?
the
What
exact.
you
I
put
don't
in
know
for?
the exact amount of time. I know it was a long time the polio vaccine took to actually get out to people. I'm talking like it was like
Okay.
20 years or something. It was a long time
Fair
of
enough.
them working on that vaccine.
And
So
my
now-
grandmother had polio twice.
Shit.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
And she survived.
Like a G.
She's a superhero.
Yeah, fucking trooper,
She's a
dude.
hero.
So, but, so you're trying to tell me you got 8 different companies pumping this bad boy out, testing this on all sort of people, doing also, and like Pfizer, I think is one of the companies. Pfizer has a long history of some sketchy shit, like
Not sketchy. Inhumane and terrible.
yeah, like bad, real bad. And you're trying to tell me you want me to shove something they got up my arm. I'm not like an anti-vaxxer, blah blah blah. I'm none of that. But yeah, 4th, 5th, try like 10th or 11th round.
Okay.
I'd see some real like,
Okay.
we're good, Chief.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure. Sooner or later, eventually. So the world can move on from this. Yeah, I'm not going to be that guy not sitting there. But just because, and they're actually, the CDC said they want.
Okay, with the facts and stuff.
Yeah, okay, facts.
From my
Pull it back.
irresponsible friend over here. Will you talk some sense in this, man? What are you going to do with this vaccine that everyone must get immediately to be safe? It's just a safety precaution. What are you going to do, Matt?
No.
Yo.
For a plethora of reasons.
For how-
First one being,
Lay them out.
before you spend however many billions of dollars we've spent trying to create this vaccine in less than 5 years, which to date has been the shortest amount of time we've ever created.
Could
a
somebody
vaccine.
bring me some sanitizer, please? Wait, get away from these guys.
Why?
Obviously, you don't wash your hands and stuff.
Why
too, huh?
don't we just shut everything down for a month 2 months if we had to.
Because we're not going back inside.
We could still be done within a year. It was March. It was March that
work, bud.
If you put Americans back inside right now, what do you think is going to happen? And I'm going to get back to you anti-vaxxer ass boys later. Hey, first off, let me give my answer clear and loud.
Which side of the lining?
Yes, I'm going to get that vaccine,
of the
dog.
lighting,
I'm going to get it. When it becomes available to the people that don't have health insurance because I'm a musician in Seattle, yeah, please give it to me. And if anything goes wrong, I'm suing for generations.
You
worth of
can't
wealth.
sue for
Can't.
it.
That's part of the vaccination thing. Yes, bro.
Hey,
not allowed.
stop. You're not allowed to spring new facts on me. Because
Wait, you just said you were going to take this thing that you have absolutely no facts on? What is wrong with you?
How would they make a vaccine if everyone that had any side effect from it was able to sue the company that made it?
Exactly.
Bro, because I say commercials all the time. That are like,
Exactly for me, not exactly for you.
They'd have to test it, and you'd have to have people like this come and volunteer to do it.
yeah, because they would have got me.
Bro, and
But my question
trials, they're not telling
my
you
question
everything,
is,
bro.
are they giving all these shots to all these public figures that they keep showing while they're still in phase 1 testing phase and people are getting all these side effects? Are we just like putting the chance of our vice president to be
Forget the vice president, the
up for
president
grabs?
who is like pretty old, man.
I didn't see him take it. That's why
Well,
I
that's
said
the thing.
So
You
here's
think-
one
yeah,
telling thing. This is kind of important. The people that are taking it first are all healthcare workers. If they're healthcare workers and they've spent that much more time than me knowing stuff about health and diseases and
Facts.
health companies and all the things that surround this, and they're like, yeah, cool.
Yep.
At that big of numbers and without a big like, nah, dude, there's no way, because
What'd you
they know more about this shit than us, and they're all like, yeah, cool.
See, but
only
they
thing
don't have a choice. If I'm correct, they have to take it. And what I was trying to say, the CDC says next up in line after healthcare workers should be construction workers. I'm an electrician. I'm in construction. I'm supposed to get vaccinated next, according to CDC.
Okay, so now that you don't have a choice and you are talking all that shit, boy.
I mean, you take away
Why
from
you
the
are
money, I'm
talking
gonna have
all
to
that
take
shit?
it.
So what you finna do now?
If you're like, hey, you want to get paid or you don't? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm shoving it in my arm. Unfortunately.
Okay then.
Do I want it? No.
Okay then. Okay.
I'm like, you don't pay me anyways.
Yeah.
So fuck your
This guy,
shot.
you have a chance. You're a drummer, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're a personality. You can work outside the confines. I'm blessed enough to work outside the confines, and that's the thing that I at least say is that it does feel like, for it being absolutely mandatory in some certain fields, it's a little frightening because, you know, people are having to choose between their family and the vaccine, and that's like a little bit shaky to me.
Still have it and give it to people.
Whoa,
you
whoa,
can
whoa.
still get
But it lowers
and
it.
it's only good for 2 months.
It lowers it.
Yo, so
you know
shut the
what?
country down.
I haven't heard that. I haven't heard that. I don't
It's
know.
only good for 2 months. This
Yes.
is a fact. This is a fact.
Bro, oh, it's a math fact, bro.
Yo,
Because
fact
somebody's
checker.
on-
Google
Yo,
it.
Yeah,
Come on.
somebody's
Google
on
it.
timeline.
Yo.
I'm the YouTube guy.
we
Mercy's
got-
on the fact check.
we got
One of them came
yeah.
out and said it was good for 3 months.
Let me
Then they
see.
came out with a different one from another company.
Bro,
It's
you're
only
playing
good for 2 months.
Russian
I'm
roulette
like,
with
so wait,
vaccine companies
so,
right now.
So then my next question is, okay, so now we have to get it more than once a year per person.
Yes.
On top of figuring
It's
out
your
how to get-
American duty.
How
and
do
your
you get
civic
that many
duty.
American doses?
Hepatitis shot,
You
bro.
turn up, bro.
Trump turned down the doses when they were available.
Hey, old boy Pence got
This
it,
is
dog.
dumb as shit.
Old boy Pence got it.
I'm just
dog.
telling you, this is what's
Okay,
happening.
okay,
You guys
no,
are
okay,
asking
okay.
these questions.
here's
I'm informed.
Here's my question though. You see all the then there's been videos of like people getting the shot and they
Yeah.
clearly did not get it. You can physically see it not go in their arm. Do you think all these elected officials are actually? You think Mike Pence?
You can see
Trump's
it's not
right-hand
going
man
through
in After
their
Effects, and I can make him
arms,
not
dog.
give you that shot too.
Are you guys hearing? Okay,
that's
okay. We
video
got to
editing,
move on
that's not
because
hard.
some people just love going down rabbit holes, man. You know me? I like to deal with the here and the now. And you know what's going on right freaking now? Is there's a new strand of this thing coming out,
Oh,
man.
God. The
What do you think about
the
that?
UK.
Do you believe that? Okay.
100%. 100%. Any kind of pathological, it can mutate real fast, easy.
So we've already, but okay, fair. But then how are we going to deal with states that are that some are open and some aren't? We live in Washington State. And it
Lockdown.
appears that we aren't coming out of this thing until 2022 at least.
Yo,
At
purely
least.
like sitting in the seat,
A whole
and I
year.
know I'm gonna see this video later of me just being fat. From this, like, bro, can we get a gym? Bro, get some people some
Yo,
like
I did some
get
before
out
and
in the
after
gym.
pictures. I'm the same weight.
There you go.
I haven't gained or lost any weight.
Boy's consistent.
Go boy, good
Boy's
job. My man.
consistent. You know me. Tightened up a bit.
Bro, I don't even want to get. I don't even just
Tightened up a bit. The Raiders. The Raiders. Whoop. Okay, so look. Can we get off the COVID thing? Because I just feel like you guys are anti-vaxxers and you're putting my safety in jeopardy. And the moment I have an opportunity to take the vaccine with my free insurance, I'm going to be the 12th person to sign up, you know? And so,
With no chance of suing them.
unfortunately, it's just how it goes, dog. If you guys see my face drooping, I got hope because my guy Conway, dog. I got hope, dog. You feel me? I mean, come on, that might be something that's marketable as can be.
For us, we'll know if it's turning people into.
If I hit the Bell's palsy, can I still be like the front man of the band, or am I
Be like, we were killing it before COVID. He took the shot.
We got you no matter how many palsies.
No, that's
you get.
not funny, dog. That's not funny because it could be perceived as if our joking towards this could be discouraging others to not take this very safe drug to stop this very dangerous disease. So I'm moving on. I'm moving on to the next. It's not even a hot topic.
Thing on top of their shoulders.
The next one ain't top. The next one is not even a hot topic.
Not anymore, man.
Oh, it's messed up.
No. It's not messed up.
Let me ask you questions before you say that, dog.
Yo.
Do Black lives still matter? Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Do Black lives, in the general sense, of course they do. Of course they do.
Off
In
top.
the general sense, to the everyday American that just cared about the vaccine, that just weighed in about Trump, that just weighed in about the NBA, does Black lives matter anymore? Is it a topic of conversation? Does it really matter to people anymore? Because for a minute there, for 2-3 months, that thing felt like it really mattered. Now I'm not feeling the same energy. I'm being honest. I'm personally not.
So I got brought on this podcast. Be a little controversial. Can we hit that? Am I good to go?
I would like to say he does not represent nothing.
I do not. I'm not part of the martial law band. I do not represent you guys at all. But I got opinions, and I'm here to let them out. This is for discussion. So prior to the Black Lives Matter movement really getting its full swing after George Floyd, and it first started to pick up, I remember talking to some people about it, and I was like, I guarantee you, in a couple months' time, this dies down, and it's no longer cool, quote unquote. Everyone, on their Instagram sharing the same thing, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop.
You might have been telling me this.
It wouldn't shock me, bro. Like, I was very adamant about, bro, this is about to happen. Coming as a black man in America who has to deal with this, like, I don't just not wake up and, I'm not black anymore. Like,
sometimes you don't wake up, but I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah, you don't wake up and not be black anymore.
Exactly. So now we are 2-3 months past said matter, and
Must be
outside
longer. Must be like since the George Floyd death was June
8th.
Okay, no, that's when we got out there. It was June 3rd. Fact boy.
but either way, you're looking at
George Floyd death.
June 3rd sounds right. Let me pull that up. Go ahead.
That's right when the protests really started.
So you're looking at what, 6 months time outside of the random Instagram page with the Black Lives Matter link, or the random share story, or some random girl's Tinder says Black Lives Matter.
Well, they got in the Tinder.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. No.
May
Don't
25th.
let me get you distracted. Don't let me get you distracted.
No one's really talking about it anymore. At least the basis of the movement.
That hurts because we're in it. So like our friends are still posting, dog. We still have people out there marching in the rain, dog. Future, you know what I'm saying?
Literally yesterday, today.
Yeah.
There's still out there.
Big shout out, you know what I'm saying? Every day, action, bro. Every day there are 5 or 6 organized coalitions that are out there going. There's the Everyday March. You know what I'm saying? Future Crystals is out there. The blocks are going crazy. There's like one of our
Seattle
homies.
protest
He's
daily.
called the Blunt Block. He got an Instagram going. Him and his homies pull up with blunts and literally they'll protect people. Everybody's finding their niche and their role within the community.
100%.
Like there are people that are like there are people from all walks of life that are still living this.
But here's
every
the thing.
single
Here's the
day,
thing
bro.
about that. Here's the thing about that. When this was really
hurts
when
me
it
to
was
hear,
going-
bro.
when it
That
was going
hurts
off,
me
when
to,
it was going
bro.
off, everyone was like that. everyone was on their Instagram page posting checkpoints. If you need this, that,
Everybody
this,
had Blackout Tuesday on their
yeah,
Instagram.
everyone had
It
it
happened
out, and
once. It happened once.
Yo, coming from an average dude who's not involved in the movement, my Instagram feed is dead except from the random person who brings up the Breonna Taylor thing on their story just randomly. Like,
not even George Floyd got a gun anymore. It's literally only Breonna.
Yeah, George Floyd I haven't heard about in months outside of this. Like, yo, it was called.
And I thought, wow, damn. Well, okay, so what do we do? What do we just keep screaming? You know what I'm saying? Do we try something else? Because I just thought, like, dang, the way people were going, I was like, dude, human. In 3 years, like everything's going to get figured out. Because once black people are really elevated, dog, think how innovative we are with being the 13% that people just constantly bash down. Once we actually had something helping us, think where the society could go. I was thinking 4 years from now, we are going to be good. You know what I mean? Like, I was really feeling that.
What is good?
Everybody, like everybody can eat. Everybody has healthcare available to each other, and everybody has a community that they can go to, and they know that it's unconditional love. That's what I thought. I thought we would have like checkpoints set up throughout the city, and we would have just like little like spaces, and we would be back at least like reset till we had communal spaces that took care of the mass public. And then if from there people could decide, oh, actually, I would rather just ruin my life and do drugs until I die. And if that's what they choose to do, but they have the option of shelter, they have the option of food, they have the option of, help if they need it, then I'm okay with how life plays out. I don't expect life to be perfect, but I was thinking, dang, 4 years from now, we up. Now it just makes me feel like it's more of the same. Joe Biden, it doesn't excite me. Kamala Harris, I'm like looking at like, damn, bro, they done hit us with a okie doke.
So the thing with like,
but people don't care about people of their own race, let alone people of another race.
So that's facts. But
people don't care about people.
We can't breathe. How can we care?
Take it to the core.
People don't care about people.
Yeah, people.
Facts.
But people need people.
Facts.
And I think that when I was out there on Christmas and we're giving back, there wasn't a single race that didn't have a homeless person.
Exactly. There. Shout out Cozy Connection. Shout out H2O events.
It's not about race. It's about class and humanity. Are we willing to give a little bit to take care of those who can't take care of themselves? And if we're not as a society, then like you got to be a fucking Spartan. That's the only other option.
Yeah, because the answer's been a pretty resounding no.
Yeah.
Yeah, the answer is no, but there's like some of us that are out here almost living in la la land, acting and playing by these rules that the rest of the people that want to get ahead in life just decide, oh, I'm not going to play by those rules. I'm just going to screw people over and not be a quote unquote good person.
Yeah,
but
I can say coming from, having relationships with women of different races, instantly after dating me, they realize some of the things that I go through, especially when it comes to police. I'm not going to get into personal stories too deep. Not too good of a record with cops. Just not purely on my own basis or actions. Just some stuff is, and they're like, I didn't know it was like that. I'm like, yeah.
But your mama OG.
Yeah, of course. My mom raised me, I got my license, registration, insurance. I got it in the glove box, grab it, put it on the dash, put your hands at 10 and 2. You're done. Deal. What do you need? I'm not doing anything. Still get pulled out the car. But, different story. Like, it's there. People are going to experience, and I think, people are going to get away from it. But I think what we need to do as a culture, and I think actually right now, especially in the technological age we live in, there's so much information out there. YouTube, Google, information is getting to the younger generation, whereas it used to be handed down from, son to father to son. Everything's out there now. If you look at like what's going on if you look at graduation rate of the black youth, it's skyrocketing.
So what I kind of find funny is and those are all, bro, thank you for sharing that. And
where's the jobs at the end of graduation? Deep points.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The world is shifting. Like, it's one thing to teach kids how to read the academic culture, but we might be better served just teaching kids how to Google, program, and like taxes, right?
I mean, but then
just have them adapt to the modern world versus learning all this mumbo jumbo behind. Because I'm like, my family's big on academics, But at the same time, academics doesn't always equal application.
100%.
And that's just facts, bro. And it doesn't always
biggest
academics.
fact you're ever gonna learn in life is something
you sound
right
mad
there,
though,
bro.
He sound mad about it. But here, so now
Go ahead with it.
But then from academics also doesn't always equal ambition.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So these are things that I feel like we should be honest with our youth about and prepare them with it and go forward. So what we always talk about education is the key. I think shifting the way we educate our children
100%
is the key. I don't want them. I don't want them learning the same
what
stuff.
What are you teaching them?
Except for Catcher in the Rye. That's a great book. It's weird, but it's a great book.
I fell asleep.
That's what's wrong with you.
They're smarter than the youth. They're actually smarter than us. Just like
100%, dude. They'll pick up that computer and learn everything.
They already know, like, yeah, that's like the
I know
veils
some
burst
dumb
a little
9-year-olds,
bit.
dog. You're
I
a
mean,
capper.
I know some dumb 29-year-olds and some really smart ones. There's always gonna be a
I know.
scale, but I think that they're learning that.
You know, I don't like.
We need
sound
to come up with a good fact hook.
Yeah, we need a facts.
No.
So what do we need to focus more on? How do we change the education? Are we okay with how the education's going, or do we need to look more within our own culture? As black men, you know, this is a big conversation that's been going around. A lot of black people will tell you, especially revolutionaries within my family that have given their life to this, they will tell you, stop beating your head up against a white man's wall and go and build your own.
100%.
They will tell you that over and over again. Okay, they don't want you in your world. Go build your own world, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of us, because either the way we've been conditioned, or I mean, me, I like, bro, I'm half black, half white. Like, I want to coexist, but at the same time, because I'm treated like this, it's like I would rather go build my own world. So is that where our focus needs to be? Can you do both? And if so, how do we shape a culture that actually helps and stands by those 2 months?
You kind of blew over a major topic, like what makes you black?
Skin,
Woo!
bro.
Yo, coming as a light skin. Yo, this is some. Whew, that's a subject for some of us.
I think number one is skin, but then there's variations within, as we know, as black men, there's variations.
Bro,
within
my
that
face is
community.
like red. Like I'm
But
the
you're
lightest
black,
of
bro.
tan.
No one has ever mistook you
what
for nothing but black,
Bro, no one
totally thought
asked
he
me
was
if I'm
Mexican.
black. It's always, are you an Islander? Are you Filipino? Like, yo, it's never, are you black? That's
What?
never the first thing that comes out of anyone's mouth. I get
Really?
Mexican more than black.
100%.
100%.
Oh
Straight
yeah,
hair.
I
And, dude,
forgot.
bro, I talk like a white boy. No problem with it.
Yeah,
I play
that
video
just means-
games
That
like
just
I'm a
means
nerd.
we were all blessed to go to a school where that was a option or availability, right?
Okay,
A
well,
lot- I'm
what
telling
is
you,
what is the
Seattle
way
has
after you?
great grammar. A lot of people throughout Seattle, you catch a lot of people.
We're like one of the most
Seattle
literate
has the most
states
proper speaking people in the United States, bro.
because we read books.
We had the privilege of reading books.
Well, we're one of the most literate
Brains
states.
a lot here.
So the thing I want to say about that though, with teaching ourselves is the one thing, like you said, my mom's an OG. Her dad walked down on her raising a white family that didn't give a flying about her. One of the first things she ever taught me is that the world's cold, man. It's especially for us, man. It is cold out there. Go get it. Go
get it.
Hey, who is it? Jay-Z or not said everything's a business. Go make it your business. Go hustle, son. Side hustles.
Wait. Let us ask our white
Side hustles of your side
Let's
hustle.
ask our white friends. Is that something that your parents, guys, like? Is that something? Because a lot, like Bill Soul, like a lot of people will tell you, like everyone's parents tells them, "Yo, this world's messed up." You feel me? Is that something that
And you're gonna have to
white
deal with
parents
it and turn
really
the other
bash in
cheek.
your head all the time? Like, yo, this world's messed up, or do they kind of like let you
I
live?
mean, yes and no, because it's messed up for everybody. But you know, like you mentioned before, like I don't walk out of my door scared, you know, to go get in my car because I might get pulled over and beat up or killed or.
So you
whatever.
think the volume is higher?
I would say the
amongst-
volume's definitely higher because I mean they had to go through a lot of stuff that our parents didn't have to go through, so they're going to be conditioned to want to warn their kid, just like anybody wants to warn their kid to not deal with the same stuff that they went through.
This shit felt like almost daily. You know what I mean? It really felt like almost daily that somebody was telling me, "Hey, bro, just watch out." You know?
Like, they would have if they had to.
Yeah, but they didn't
But,
really.
you know.
I don't know. What about you, Gerde?
I like that approach.
That's why, I mean, when you kicking around, looking around you kicking around a lot of BIPOCs.
Yeah.
That boy, ally. What about you, Josh, man? Did your parents kind of like bashing your head like, hey, shut up, don't complain, get this shit right? And
I think my dad was a little on that side. My mom might have been a little more on the other side.
which is pretty good.
I feel like
my mom was too.
Yeah, okay.
That's why that's why I'm soft. If you ask my mom, that's why I'm soft.
He would
Which-
say that
You
too.
know what I'm saying?
My dad's white. My man's like, bro.
Was he nice? He was just being nice.
No, God, no, bro. Jesus, bro. Whew, another conversation for another
yeah,
day,
let's
because that's a
sorry.
rabbit hole, G. But woof.
Sorry, Cody.
I'm gonna make him listen to this, though, Dad. Do you hear this? Talking about you,
Brr,
dog.
brr, 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 brr. Shots fired! Shots fired!
So after the Black Lives Still Matter,
yeah, he's like, dude, anything but time to talk about. We need to set up a. Y'all should set up because hey, I have a dad in my life as a black father, bro, and I'll tell you that comes with its fair share of traumas as well. And a lot of people that grew up with a black father, they'll tell a lot out of like just growing up. You see other homies that have different relationships and how this goes, and you can never really like complain, especially when you have somebody like my pops was like a provider. You feel me? Didn't have to like really want.
Yeah.
And like, bro, I still went through my own stuff. So a lot of people, that's why I like to ask the less pigmented people in the room, like, so I can get their experience and not understand, like, people aren't starting just because your pain is here. That doesn't mean other people's pain isn't here. You know what I mean?
Or right here.
I feel that, but like their starting
Like-
point and their threshold. A lot of people say white people are starting from a 50% head start and a 0% start for black people out the womb. I think
Now,
there's
when you say
varying
white people, are you
degrees.
talking about like white people who are successful? Or
That's what I'm
white,
saying.
White people who grew up in the apartment
That's what I'm
building
saying.
next
I'm
to
not
me
trying to
hella
hold,
broke
you know what
because
I
them
mean?
niggas is
Yeah,
just
yeah.
as
That's
black as
what
I
I'm
am.
trying to say.
My friend that I was good friends with kind of maybe teenage years and after for a while. You guys actually know him, but I'm not gonna call him out on here. He's not like one of the band or anything. But like he was an orphan, and had like a worse upbringing than anybody I've ever
worse. Yeah,
met.
yeah.
Not that that's the same for every orphan, but this shit was rough.
I almost feel like
you know.
orphans, like almost damn near like an offensive word. Is there a better word to call? It's like kids without parents. You know how you like talk about like the
You're trying to
homeless
make
community?
it PC?
Yeah, like what is the modern way to
it's
call
like,
it?
it's like
There
it's
might
like
be a
saying
better way
wet.
to
It
say
just kind of
that.
hurts the ears, bro.
That's why I backtracked. But
Moist.
I don't.
true.
I don't. Again, I
like
don't
that
think
word.
those
Words
two
that
could-
hurt the
Those
ears.
don't. Those
Cut.
are. We're getting distracted. My bad, Mercy.
no, that's literally that was just a part of your point to that. Like sometimes, yeah, there's.
Well, even then, it doesn't matter where you start. Everyone's brain is like you're a very complicated machine. Every single human being out there, different things are gonna react to you differently. You could have had a perfect life, but some
If he
way
drops a
your
stat, I'm
parents
gonna cut him
talk
off.
to you. I'm not gonna drop a stab, bro.
Okay,
Come on.
because I was waiting.
I'm
to
just saying
jump in
everyone's different, man. You can't take your starting point alone. Like you might have some weird like social anxiety. You might be you can't read or something. Everyone's gonna be different, man.
Privileged rich people are some of the saddest. So I'm not supposed to say that.
We're trying our
Hey,
best.
that's a good catch.
Yeah,
That was a
great
good
catch. That was like
catch.
literally on the
Da-da-da,
last syllable.
da-da-da.
You know what I meant. But it's true. I mean, like that definitely the pain factor.
We gotta. I feel like.
Now we're sidetracked. But
Yeah. Let's just stop comparing each other's pain and realizing what do we got to do to heal and help each other. You feel me? Now that being
Just
said,
that. Heal and help each other.
Well, hey, I got it figured out. You feel
Bro,
me?
you
Young
literally
Danny
just dropped the
Phantom.
dime of all dimes.
The
bro.
black
You
Danny
solved
Phantom.
it out.
Okay, so look, in that case, let me ask you this. Do rappers have to stop talking about, oh, I packed your homie and now I'm smoking on your dead friend? And like, can we do that as a culture if they're
I think
literally
that's
like
what-
calling
I think
people
that's
out
what-
like
I think
this,
that's
or-
what Jeezy did. That's why he won.
Huh?
I know
What?
what he's talking about. I know he's talking about
Bro,
the
the hottest
verses.
music right now. No, I feel that. I feel the
I
verses.
think that after he did that, and then they followed it up with the Too Short E41, that shows exactly.
Bro, you
what
act
we
like
need to do.
verses dictates the culture, buddy. Let me tell you, there's a whole group of wild people that
Yo.
would much rather, and even myself, bro, much rather prefer to hear about like, I don't know, the craziest stuff that's happening that's real. You feel me? Doug, it doesn't, you know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Yeah.
going in. No, but here's
What
the
are we
thing.
gonna do?
Here's the culture, though. Here's the culture.
Because it slap.
So whenever you got guys that are coming out of Compton, Detroit, whatever, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, and they were raised around nothing but violence.
Toronto, Chicago.
And
it's happening in any community.
Bro,
now. They got drill music in Vancouver. They got drill music in Russia. They got it's
whenever you got like you have to walk out your door with a strap, and your cousin just got killed last week, and your brother just got shot at last night. Like it's gonna change you in the head, bro. And you're like the way you made it out is talking about your pain. Like Lil Durk was talking about who's that guy that just died? No. Sad boy just died. Can't remember his name.
Peep?
No. Juice WRLD.
Oh,
Juice
okay.
WRLD.
Yep.
People are trying to give him, crap for being medicated all the time. And it's like, bro, you didn't live through his trauma. You don't know what we've seen. Why we drink lean like this. Why we're always high. He's like, it's a different type of pain when you're around murder 24/7. It's part of the culture. Like a lot of guys like are trying to move away from that once they make it. But it's hard to talk about anything else when that's literally your life.
But here's the funny, it's definitely not funny, bro. But here's the thing that's crazy. Because they keep speaking on it, it keeps occurring again and again, not only in their life, but it's making it something that isn't going anywhere. This isn't new. NWA, everything, and again, this is the same thing. A lot of people, you don't have to be a gangster rapper. You don't have to be a drill rapper to have seen someone killed. You feel me? A lot of people have seen some messed up stuff, family. This summer was really tough for a lot of us, And so like that does definitely change you. Like once you just like seen it in general, violence in general, when you see it to a point to where you feel numb from it, I can see why it gets real, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can see where the switch might flip and you're like, okay, it doesn't affect me like that anymore because I can't keep freaking out about it every time I see someone die. Yeah. Because or someone shot. Like it is a shaking experience, man. And so, for me, I'm looking at it like we got to come to an agreement as a culture to just say, listen, this isn't something that we got to keep people's names.
It comes with taking care of the people. Like it circles back because it's happening in places where people are fighting over scraps because they have nothing. And so they're fighting and robbing and killing because that's what they have to do because they have nothing. And so until you're willing as a society to take care of the people that can't take care of themselves, we're either going to have to be smarter and start kicking people off the fucking cliff.
Like, it's going to get crazy out here.
Or you have to realize that it's going to take all of us working together because we're stuck in this bubble together, man. And I think the longer you want to wait, the worse and harder it's going to be.
Now look at this, bro.
Just like when your mom told you to do the dishes. You want to wait till tomorrow? Guess what? It's going to have tomorrow's dishes and today's dishes.
She's going to beat the hell
out of
me,
bro. It's going to be caked on and hard. And
that's the next episode, bro. But this is an important point to make, and I feel like it's a good point to educate a lot of people in this instance because a lot of people don't understand why some... a lot of times black males, but just poor males, a lot of times, and females and humans are depicting this life so intensely in their music and championing it because they'd rather be proud about the hand that they dealt than ask for help and show emotion, and really break down and say, help me. They'd rather say, since no one hears me cry out for help anyway, I'm going to just do it myself by any means.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's the mind frame, right? That's what people need to understand. There's a lot of people that have been, desperation will, not being hungry will, it
will change you.
Do anything.
Bro, whenever all you see is nothing but either let's just use sell drugs, rap, that's the choices. You don't
hoop.
You don't
go to the league.
Hoop. You don't know that money you're making, whoop de whoop de whoop. Let's invest that in some stocks. Nobody teaches it's about the education thing. If you don't know what to do, setting up your taxes.
But it's also not cool. Y'all ignore a big part of it, where it's just flat out not cool to do those things. People want to see the floss. How do we?
Yeah, but how you get that is by investing.
No,
in
how
businesses
you get that
and
is
stocks.
by having a sponsor and to have a label that shares a bunch of jewelry and
it's not even just the cool.
You rent a Phantom and now you got the pool in Hollywood. We did it. We know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do it. And
don't
then
tell them. We don't know that stuff.
Oh wait, yeah. Hey, sorry. This is just a vibe check. You know what I'm saying? Look, for real, bro. You know what I mean? And it's there's this culture that doesn't allow people to be themselves or ask for help when they need to ask for help, dog. And I think until that's addressed and until that changes, we're going to keep seeing especially black men stick out their chest and celebrate violence in our culture, because violence is celebrated in our culture. Look around. We've been at war.
Right, but have you
We've
not
been at war
have
with
you
each other
seen
from
the,
point blank.
Have you
That's
seen
what
the
humans do.
movement? You know, trying to like uplift each other now.
But it's
Trying to
it
get
working?
trying to get back to our king shit.
Yeah.
Like, look at what Diddy's doing. Look at what Khaled's doing. Look
R.I.P.
at
to
what
Nip.
Rick Ross is
Yeah.
doing. Look at what Nip was doing. Look at what Currency's doing. These guys are buying up
Loki, bro, could I get some?
places in their communities to build them and dump money into the community to make it sustainable and beneficial for the community.
Is it enough? Yeah, I guess. I mean, see, I hate being one of those people, but when you're on a podcast, you got to talk about it.
But
Me,
say,
I'm
is it
gonna
enough?
ride
Like,
whether it's enough
what,
or not.
What
you know?
is enough?
That's
right?
what I'm saying. I'm riding
These
whether
guys
it's
are
enough or
doing
not.
that. Is Jeff Bezos doing that?
I don't
My
know.
man,
You know what I'm
if
saying? I
you
can't
gave
even
up
check. I can't even. I don't even know what he's got going on.
$1 billion, do you know what you could do with that money? You probably do. You probably got like people on people who tell you what you could do with that, but you could do so much more than what these guys are doing with a couple million.
Okay. Look. We got to get off the
Look
the
what
stuff
LeBron
that we
James
don't.
is
Y'all
doing.
asked what we're doing
I know.
with Jeff Bezos.
I respect that.
I'm gonna hop on a
so let's take it to this.
conversation.
Then. Let's take it to this. Then this is a perfect segue because this is the next thing. The current state of Seattle, right? This is something that we actually know a little bit more about. We have some, even if it's a small voice and influence on what we're trying to do, right? We are amongst the change happening right here in Seattle. So this, instead of talking about it at this wide scale level, where I'm talking about Trump and these type of people that are so inaccessible to me, it doesn't really, matter like
Yeah,
that.
we shared a 1 minute clip.
We
with
did
him.
share a CNN segment with him. That's fact. So he's not that inaccessible. But at the same time, you look at Seattle, we can actually talk about, and we can talk about in an intimate way. So as we go into this segment, number one, we got to talk about it objectively. You know what I mean? No whole bars. And it's not to offend anybody. It's not to like point out anybody's flaws, but it's to try to move a conversation forward and better. Because if we do this, and because we do have a voice in the community, a lot of people are going to be able to learn. And if we'll take it as the growth that you just described, the king growth that we just described, moving forward in 2021 with a renewed energy, then we got to be able to talk about what actually influences us. So I was really excited to talk about this topic today, because I really feel like we can we can be the change we want to see in Seattle. And we've seen that occur with MLB. We've seen that occur with the creative community, and we've started to see that occur with the activist community as well. I'd say Seattle's doing a pretty good job. There's been some things shaken up. So, let's start with what's the pulse? And when we talk Seattle, let's expand it out, right? Let's expand it out. Let's get up to like Olympia. And let's get out to like, what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
Everett.
You're talking the great North.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I just want to make that
Yeah.
clear,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
a lot of times when people have Seattle arguments, they're like, yo, it's this 10 blocks. We will get specific to blocks, but at the same time, it's stretching. We're out here Bellingham.
I can already hear like some
Olympia.
hardcore Seattle head who like lives in like downtown Seattle. Like, oh, it's not Seattle. You're talking about Linwood.
Exactly.
Rah!
Well, the fact that that's what you were saying. Yeah.
Oh, you get the point.
Okay, we'll do make a play. Yep. You're the cameraman, Gerde. I don't know what to tell you. Find a way to record it.
So I was talking with two of my homegirls the other day, and they were discussing how the protests had marched through and blocked the freeway.
Yeah.
And like, oh, I've been stuck in traffic. That would suck. I'd be so mad. I would be stuck in traffic. I was like, imagine.
They weren't even gassed.
I was like, imagine the fact that you couldn't take the black off you when you went home and changed your shirt.
Oh.
That's
Damn.
why you're sitting in traffic. But you
Okay,
sat there and you're
but what about-
irritated
what
about
about the-
traffic,
what about the
not
black
even
people
thinking
stuck
about
in
why.
traffic?
Josh. Wow. And what they say?
They're like, oh, I mean, yeah, but like, it's just like it's inconveniencing all these other people and putting like lives at risk because the ambulance and stuff that couldn't get through.
And these are people that don't think they're racist.
These are people who came out and
Yeah,
were
these are
marching
people
at the
that
Black
rock with us. Yeah, these were like,
these are people who came out and marched at the Black Lives Matter rally. And
Yep.
I'm like,
And a couple months later, look how your mind just changed. Shocker.
it's not even, and see, that's what Vaughn tried
Right.
to touch on. It's not that their mind changed, it's that people are oblivious to things that they don't go through. Right? One of our very good friends, one of my very good friends, Chris King, right? He has been my brother since the day I met him.
Shout out Chris King.
He definitely lacks as much pigment as I have. But when we were together playing on stage as a duo, somebody online wanted to, troll him and comment how he was stealing thunder from a Black Lives Matter protest by playing up there. Completely, A, dismissing me as 50% of the people playing on stage, and B, completely dismissing him as an ally who's also playing with me. And then he had to experience his first receiving end of racist
They
act.
were on his head, and he
He
was freaked out.
On his helmet, bro. Messed him up so bad he didn't come back the next day because he didn't.
That hurt me.
He didn't feel comfortable and want to
I was over here
offend anybody, and to see somebody experience it, he'll never forget that for the rest of his life. Think about how many times we experienced a racist act or a slang term towards us. So many times you can't even count. So many times you're numb, and it's like you. What are you talking about? But if I was to if we were to say something in the middle of this conversation that was blatantly racist, everybody in the room would stop. The vibe of the whole planet spinning would skip a little bit.
We're not oblivious to the concept of what's too far, what's not okay.
Right,
et cetera,
but we've learned to accept it ourselves because we've been conditioned that way. People have learned to not know about it because they've been conditioned that way.
Yeah.
So for them, they're not even seeing it because they're not seeing what the traffic is for. They're 300 cars back in line. All they know is that they're stuck in traffic and it sucks. Now, when you go home, we're having this conversation. Now I brought it up to you, so is that my job? But then is it my job to educate people not to say messed up
That's
stuff?
what I thought the whole summer was about. It's no longer our job to teach white people how to be not racist. Isn't that the other white people's job?
100%.
Isn't that what it is?
It should be everyone's job. You should you should go out and educate yourself on this subject. It is something that is clearly a thing. Educate yourself. I don't have a link to it or something. Google, my friend.
We can probably pull one.
Google. Look it up. Constitutional racism. It's a thing. Check it out.
Bring it back.
Yeah, bro. Hey, never cut the camera off, bro.